it going, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddison Hill, and yes, it's time for another Pop Off with Maddison. For today's Pop Off, I'm going to be talking about the piping hot royalty that is going on right now with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, because honestly, you guys, this is some really good tea, and I need to discuss it with other people besides Mama Hill. Now, as some of you may or may not know, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are getting ready to release a Netflix documentary. The first part is actually going to air on December 8th, and judging by the trailer, you guys, they are going for the royal family. And let me tell you guys, people across the pond are already super upset about this documentary just based on the trailer. We have this new report from the Daily Mail that's talking about how Prince William is going to break royal MO of not saying anything and not explaining anything, and he is prepared to combat all of Prince Harry's allegations in this Netflix documentary. We also have Princess Diana's longtime butler, Paul Burrell. He spoke out and he's saying that Harry and Meghan should be stripped of their titles. It's just absolute insanity, and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle actually just landed in New York City today ahead of the release of the documentary. And while some photos of them, they look joyful, there are other photos of them since they landed that definitely look like they are preparing for something major. It's just a whole thing. You guys get it. I know we don't normally talk about the royal family here on this channel, but I love learning about the royal family. I love reading about the royal family. I love watching documentaries. Mama Hill and I are super into this. So I really wanted to talk about this with the House of Hill because I feel like this is a major moment that is happening with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and this Netflix documentary. And obviously I need the House of Hill to be in on it. But first, because this is the first pop-off of the week, you know, I have to check in and see how the House of Hill is doing. So let me know how you are, what you've been up to, all of that good stuff down below. Me personally, I spent the weekend celebrating my mom's birthday, Mama Hill's birthday. We did a little staycation at Disney, which was so fun. I actually ran into a member of the House of Hill and an OGT tribe member. If you know, you know. And it is so fun to always get to meet you guys in person. I absolutely love it. So please, if you ever see me anywhere, which I feel like I always run into people at Disney, please do not hesitate to come up and say hi, because I really, really love meeting people in person. On top of that, you guys, I feel like these next 2 weeks, I'm just really preparing for some late nights. I have a lot of content that I need to prepare for the holidays, not only for you all, but you know that I also create content for other publishers as well. So I'm a little stressed. I was up really late last night. If you can tell, I have had multiple cups of coffee this morning to get this little pep in my step, but it's definitely gonna be worth it. You guys know I love Christmas. So I basically just put on cheesy Netflix Christmas movies and just go to work. I know people feel strongly about them, but I personally just love a good cheesy Netflix Christmas movie. Okay, enough about me though, because I know you straight to the tea people are like, Maddison, you got us all excited for this royal family tea, and then you started babbling about yourself, and you are exactly right. So go ahead and put this time code down there in the comments to help out your fellow straight to the tea people. And now let's get to unwrapping these Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and royal family facts. Okay, so first up, for those of you who don't follow the royal family at all, I'm just gonna give you a little quick background on the people who we're going to be talking about. So Prince Harry, he is the son of Prince Charles, aka the man who is about to be king now that Queen Elizabeth has passed away, and he is also the brother to Prince William, who once King Charles passes will be the heir to the throne. Prince Harry and Prince William's mother was the icon Princess Diana. She was married to Charles for a period of time until the two had a very public divorce because, you know, Charles was having another relationship with Camilla, the now queen consort, the entire time that they were married, but that's just a minor detail. Sadly and tragically though, as many of you may or may not know, Princess Diana did pass away in a car accident after being chased by the paparazzi. Now, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have pretty much been controversial figures ever since the two got together. But I will say things really came to a head when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made the very difficult decision to step down as senior members of the royal family and move to America. This was seen as a huge slap in the face to not only the royal family, but also all of the people who look up to the royal family and who the royal family represent, even though Prince Harry made that decision in an effort to protect his wife and his family. Then, after coming to the United States, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle did a huge tell-all interview with Oprah. If you want the details on that, I did a full pop-off on that, breaking down everything that they talked about with Oprah, but I will say the one major allegation that people still really hold on to from that interview is an allegation of racism within the royal family. If you remember, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle talked about how a member of the royal family was concerned at the color of their children's skin, and I will say that is just something that has really plagued the royal family ever since, especially given the fact that last week, Prince William's godmother and Queen Elizabeth's longtime lady-in-waiting, Lady Susan Hussey, she had to resign after an allegation, although I read the conversation on Twitter, it definitely was not an allegation, after an allegation of racism herself. So basically, you guys get the picture. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have kicked off a lot of criticisms towards the royal family, and essentially they have found themselves on the royal family list, excuse my French, there's just no other way to say it. And now that brings us to what's happening today. They're about to be in even more hot water, you guys, because Netflix recently released the first trailer and gave us the release date for their highly anticipated documentary titled Harry and Meghan. And in this trailer, you guys, Prince Harry takes on the royal family directly. He talks about how there's a hierarchy in the family, and he also accused them of planting stories about Meghan. I'm gonna let you hear it in his own words.
There's a hierarchy of the family. You know, there's leaking, but there's also planting of stories.
He goes on to talk about how difficult it is for women who marry into the royal family. Yes, that includes Kate Middleton, also obviously talking about his mother, and how he wanted to protect his wife and his children, and how he did not want history to repeat itself. The trailer ends with Prince Harry saying that he knows the full truth, and I am not gonna lie to you guys, it gave me absolute chills. Now, what's interesting is when you look at American publications and how Americans are reacting to this trailer, it is very pro Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. However, I will say Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are not receiving that same energy across the pond. People are already accusing them of lying and using fake images. I saw a story on Twitter yesterday about how a publication pointed out one of the photos that Netflix allegedly uses in the documentary to show how many paparazzi would follow Prince Harry and Meghan is actually a paparazzi photo from a Harry Potter premiere. So basically, you get it. They're just already trying to combat things that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle may or may not say. For example, like I mentioned, Princess Diana's longtime and beloved butler and friend Paul Burrell, he appeared on UK's Talk TV, and he said that he felt that King Charles should strip Harry and Meghan of their royal titles. He said he also believes that Diana would be, quote, horrified by Harry's approach at disconnecting himself from the royal family, even if she would in principle support his move to America. Paul Burrell went on to claim that Diana would have not approved of what he described as a route laced with commercialism. So this man is trying to say that Princess Diana would not support her son in what he is trying to do, which obviously I have a lot of thoughts about that, but I'm gonna hold off until we pop off. In addition to that, you guys, we also have this new report from the Daily Mail where a source shared that Prince William is, quote, ready to push back any wild claims that may come to light in this documentary. Now, this is a big deal because the Daily Mail says that in the royal family, there's kind of this mentality of, you quote, never complain, never explain, and the fact that William is ready to break that in order to combat whatever claims Harry makes is a really big deal. This insider went on to tell the Daily Mail that Prince William, quote, will no longer sit back as they make dubious claims about the royal family. Now, this report comes in addition to a separate source telling the Sunday Express that both William and Kate, quote, will wait to see what's in the Netflix series before deciding what to do, but you can see the direction of travel. AKA, you can see that Kate and William will be ready to fight back, which is a big deal. Also, the fact that this Netflix news dropped while William and Kate were in the United States, I know they also saw that as a slap in the face. Okay, I feel like I'm already starting to pop off here. I do have a lot of thoughts about this, so let's go ahead and make this pop off official and get to the shambong. A baby one, because I have so much work to do. Okay, so I feel like I have to admit to you guys right off the bat that I am definitely one of those Americans who is very eager to see what Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have to say in this Netflix documentary, because while I do respect the history of the monarchy, and like I said, I love learning about the royal family, I love reading about the royal family, I love watching The Crown, which yes, I know is glorified fiction. However, having said all of that, I do think that the royal family has some serious flaws, and I think that those flaws need to be highlighted by someone, or else change will never ever happen. And to be honest with you guys, I do think some serious change needs to be made in the royal family. And you know, I said this whenever I covered Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Oprah interview, but I really feel like the royal family did screw up when it comes to how they treated Meghan Markle, because they saw her as a threat as opposed to the major asset that she could have been to the royal family. And you know what? I can't blame Harry for seeing how his mom was treated, not only by the royal family, but by the press, and saying, you know what? History is not going to repeat itself. I'm going to get my family to a safe place. And I know he went against his duty, and I know he went against his family, and how people can see this documentary as him just slapping people across the face who have allotted him this very privileged lifestyle. I totally understand all of that, but at the end of the day, I think people need to kind of strip that royal family facade away from Harry and look at him as a man who would do anything to protect his wife and children. And while I respect Paul Burrell and I respect his relationship and friendship that he had with Princess Diana, I have to say I completely completely disagree with him when he says that Princess Diana would be disappointed in how Harry is deflecting from the royal family. I mean, hello, we are talking about a woman who literally sat up with the BBC. This was a huge moment, you guys. Pre-social media, she sat up there on the BBC on national television and openly admitted that her husband had been cheating on her their entire relationship. She said, the future king has been cheating on me with somebody else. There were 3 people in our marriage. It was really crowded. She also had no problem exposing the way the royal family treated her. So I find it very hard to believe that a woman who had the guts to do that would be disappointed at her son doing the same things, just in a different way, because hello, it is 2022. Things evolve, things change. We have social media, we have streaming services, we have Oprah. So I'm sorry, Paul Burrell, but I respectfully, totally disagree with you. Again, that's just my own personal opinion, and if people feel like they should be stripped from their titles because of this Netflix documentary, I guess that's up to King Charles. I could definitely see him doing something like that, especially if he gets enough public pressure. But truthfully, I don't think Harry and Meghan would care, and at the end of the day, Prince Harry has the blood of a prince. He will always be a prince, no matter what. Now, speaking about that Daily Mail report about Prince William, I do think it's incredibly sad that these two brothers are so deeply divided, especially when I feel like this is kind of an issue that they should be together on. I mean, Kate Middleton, yes, she did have a much easier time getting the approval of the royal family, but she still didn't have a walk in the park. The press was still hard on her sometimes. I'm sure people inside the royal family were still hard on her sometimes. Prince William was older. He saw how Princess Diana was treated by members of the royal family and how women who marry into the royal family can often be treated. So it's really sad to me that William and Harry are on such opposite sides of the fence when it comes to this issue, because I really feel like this should be something that they both can agree upon. And having said that, you guys, I know Prince William and Kate Middleton are ready to go on the defense, but if I can be completely honest, I really don't think that Prince Harry is gonna come for William that much in this documentary. I have a feeling he's gonna come more for the royal family as a whole and potentially King Charles, but also that could just be my bias showing, because I'm sorry, and I know I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, but I absolutely cannot stand King Charles. He is the OG serial cheater, you guys, and I cannot comprehend how people can forget that he had a leaked phone call with Camilla while he was married with Princess Diana, where he said he wanted to be reincarnated as a tampon and live inside Camilla. That leaked in the British press while he was married to Princess Diana, and it is insane to me that people have just totally forgotten that. I can't get over it. I think that is so gross. I'm sorry, I know I'm shouting. You guys know this happens sometimes when I get passionate, but overall, you guys, I think Harry and Meghan know that they are on the brink of really shaking things up. Like I said, the photos of them landing in New York, they were happy to see their friends, but the photos of just the two of them definitely look like they're getting ready. They're preparing for something, because I think they know whatever they did say in that Netflix documentary is definitely going to ruffle a lot of feathers with the royal family. And I cannot lie to you guys, my upper lip sweat is definitely starting, because I know the battle is going to kick off when the first part of this documentary airs on December 8th in just a couple days, and then that's going to continue when the second part airs on December 15th, because you know they saved the really juicy stuff for part 2. So everyone just prepare yourselves. I think this is about to get really explosive, and if you enjoy hearing about the royal family and the royal family tea, let me know, because then I'll sit here and update you on everything that happens. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you on Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and the royal family. I want to hear all of your thoughts and feels down below. While you guys are at it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell. For more content, make sure you follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, and of course, don't forget to keep coming back to my channel to check out my YouTube shorts. If you guys want to show me a little extra love, or you just want to make sure I see your comment, don't forget you can also hit that super thanks button down below. You can also check out all of my merch over at my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!